Welcome back to Banished, otherwise known as breaking free from the chains of child labor and incest. I just restarted the game and we got our first trade boat. So I paused it real quick here, and we're going to take a look. While you see a little boat icon down here, so we've got a trade ship here. We're going to check out what they've got currently to sell to us. I like to pause when they're there so I can take some time to evaluate. So, spinach seeds. We have got... Okay, the pottery is that we've got 47 pottery done in here, and they're worth 25 each. We got 200 seedlings in there and 100 iron tools. So the seedlings, or the spinach seed, is going to cost us 2,500. So let's do that and see. I'm not going to try and do the math in my head. Let's just see how much we actually have here. We can afford this. We can afford this. Yeah, if I sell all the tools, and while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to get rid of any rough tools we've got also. Do we have rough tools? Because we're not making rough tools anymore, so if we do have any of those, we're just going to move them in here for later trade. And then the pottery, we'll only need another 4 pieces of pottery, so there's that, and we'll do all those. And all of those. And that will give us 1 freaking spinach seed. This seems a little expensive to me. We got to trade all this stuff to get a spinach seed. But the thing is, that 1 spinach seed is going to allow us to plant spinach forever. And that is going to help us greatly on the food front, because that's really what everything is hinging on right now. It's like our food situation is the worst. And so, all right, we do that. Now, we could tell it orders to bring us various different things. But when you do that, it costs more if you specify bring me particular things. So I'm just going to let him bring me whatever he brings me, because right now I don't need anything in particular, and I certainly can't afford to be picky about what he brings. So there's like chestnut seeds and cabbage and all these things. We could tell him, you know, to bring the specific stuff, but whatever he brings is going to be something useful for us other than spinach seeds, which we just purchased. So that, I think, is that. And now our little trade guy, the one person we've got working in here, he's going to go and gather more iron tools and rough tools and seedlings and pottery and stuff, and keep resupplying what we have on hand in the trading post to trade for the next time. So that is great, and we're going to go ahead and pick up the pace again and let this boat move along when it's ready to move along. I can dismiss it, but it doesn't matter. He's going to leave when he leaves. Okay, reserve of tools is low. Well, that's fine. The blacksmith will make more tools. I'm also clearing these areas up here. I want to get my roadway running the rest of the way up. Resources from here. We've got lots of laborers right now, so I want to keep them busy. I'm also thinking we need to put some more trade over here, some more fishing over here. So I'm thinking let's do another road that runs right along there, up to about here. We'll build a bridge that leads over there, probably more than one bridge. Thinking, you know, the more bridges we have, the easier their access to get to new areas. So it's a good idea to have plenty of bridges. That way they don't inadvertently get stuck in the water or try to travel through the water to get where they want to go. So let's see how these guys are doing. 2 in there, 3 in there. Yeah, I think for now we're going to leave 3 in each of our hunting cabins, and at least 2 gatherers in each of the gatherer huts. We only have 1 doing the logs, and I think that's sufficient. Actually, how many in here? We got 2 foresters. We'll keep it at 2. And I suppose we can slap another forester out here. Now, we need to start thinking about where are we going to put... Oh, wow, we are super low on tools. Alright, for now, let's tell this guy not to bring iron tools. Yeah, I sold off all of our tools, unfortunately, so... But we have stockpiles of iron. These guys should bring lots more, and they'll get them replaced pretty rapidly. So yeah, so far so good. And we need to start thinking about where are we gonna. Maybe we can start doing some fields around this area. I don't know. We got farmhouses here. It might not be a bad idea to put a field. Now, from what I understand, an 11 by 11 field is like the best size. Not exactly sure why that is the case, but the other thing is the apiary has an area of effect around it. Why? I'm not sure, but you know, they're bees. Bees pollinate stuff. Would it be appropriate to build fields near where bees are? I don't know. But we can check it out. We can check it out. So, okay, there's animal pens, crop fields. Let's see, plantations. We don't need orchards. Pastures. Looks like crop fields is what we want. So, I want to see, is this, that's only 9. Okay. What's the distance between these two? That's 13. Okay, so we're going to have the perfect spot, per se. But, let's see, I don't put the fields like right up against the house. And we want a roadway. So, let's just start one. There, maybe? No, see, we're up against the water there. Alright, that was easy because it was already cleared, so we're going to say select a crop. What? We already have soybeans and kale seeds? Oh my god, we started with some stuff. Alright, that... well... Okay, we're gonna plant the freaking spinach we just purchased at this premium price. And now I need to set a worker to it. There we go. Now it'll take a while before they can get that field going, but now knowing we have kale and soybeans available to us as well, we'll need to set up some more farming plots. Ideally, I'd like to have a big grid for the farming. So let's do something like this. This will do a double duty for us. Can I go? Okay, now that stops there, so it's only 10. That's 11, but not what we wanted. Okay, there's 11 by 11. Okay, plan do that, and then do another one adjacent to it here. There. Now they'll clear those areas, and when they're ready, we can plant soybeans and kale. So this is good. This is working out fine. We can probably turn this area over here all agriculture as well. Let's go ahead and finish our road before they replant all the iron here. Now it's also, one thing's important to note is like every industry you've got, they need obviously people to work there, and the closest housing you have to that area is where they're going to live. So, I mean, you don't want your houses like too far away from schools and you know, community service stuff like that. So, but you also don't want your workers to have to travel forever to get to their homes. All right, let's set up these fields. Soybeans, we'll add another farmer to our farming pool. And there's kale. And add another farmer. All right, good deal. Now we can also harvest the crops early. Look, they're already planting and doing good on that. So really happy. We have 15 laborers and builders. But what I was talking about is like the living situation. You know, you want the houses and things close enough to your city center and all the activity that goes on there. But additionally, you also need them, you know, relatively close to their places of business. That's less important than being close to this stuff. But basically, like, the people that work, like, okay, here's a stone man. Of course it is, because this house is one of the closest houses to your stone place here. So they're going to move around, and a miner, yeah, of course, he's working at the iron place, because that's one of the closest places to the iron. So that's how they decide where they live, is where they work. And so I think they move around and stuff in their housing. But be that as it may, okay, our tool situation is coming back online. It's like the pottery is the thing, man. That's worth quite a lot. It takes them a while to get it, but I'm glad we got that going. I want to also add a statue carver. If we can let's get more wood. So I want to add, here, let's do another resource thingy. Do this, and another Forester Lodge, and we can plop that down somewhere around here, like so. And then they'll keep the trees growing in this area, but meanwhile we can go ahead and have them remove. Let's get our guys to basically remove. Let's start with the collecting wild foods. You know what? We've got gatherers, but the gatherers aren't really. You know, let's just have them remove the stone and iron for now in this area. We don't have anybody else doing that. That'll give us lots of room for trees and things. We'll also have them going to remove, well, everything, I think, from this area. Because I want both the statue carver. I want to do it across the river because that makes them walk across the water. And they get a little confused about that sometimes. We'll open this up and we can get some more farming going out in this area. It wouldn't be a bad idea to get more fishing going out here. And maybe I'll add a couple houses in this vicinity here, and maybe over here too. So we haven't built more housing for a little while. We've got a lot of laborers, so I do want to increase the industry. So that's what we will do. Medieval pond. I'm curious about the medieval pond. Oh, you just put it on the land somewhere. That seems a little odd, but I want to check it out. Because why not? Alright, there it is. I just add in a little pond there. Let's see, what else can we add that we haven't added? I want to explore some of the new stuff. There's bee shelters. Bee shelter 2. Medieval apiary. Tidal pool. Now we've got lumber. We're making lumber. Hunting blind. We should get some reeds automatically from those shore places. So let's see what a tidal pool looks like. Squeeze one in like right there. No. Oh, it's barely missing, huh? Okay. Can't do it there. Okay, we can put one here, but I don't like how it meshes with the road. Alright, maybe here. Aw, poop. Alright, alright. You gonna be like that? We'll make it work somehow. Alright, put this side. No, it's not gonna work there either. Oh wow. This is a tricky one to place. Alright, we can add it here. And I just don't like it because I don't have like roads to it. Alright, we're going to wait on that for a second because we've got another boat that just came in, so we're going to pause for a second. Take a look and see who's this trader. If you look under trade here, eggplant seeds. That's going to cost us 3,000. We have seedlings. We have seedlings and some pottery. What the heck? Let's, you know, man, we've got various crops. I think what we want now is I want animals. I want animals. So, you know what? Before we do anything, while we're paused, I'm going to see about something. I'm going to see about like a ranch type deal. Do I have a wide open area? I do have a wide open area, like right here, like right there. So let's look. If we were to place in food production, just do a standard pasture. And these can be much larger. So leave room for a road. So like a 17 by 17 standard pasture. Well, hell, okay, let's see if we turn that. Oh, they have to construct it first. Alright. Maybe he'll hang around, maybe he won't, but I'm not going to buy anything until I find out if I have any animals. If I don't have any animals, well, either way, you know what? I'll let him just go his way when he goes his way. Because the thing is, we need the animal hide, we need the animal meat. We're doing okay on food now. We got 2,700. That's great. But the more different variety of animals we get, we'll get things like if we have sheep, we can get wool, or if we have, llamas, or, different things. And the great thing for trade is if you have things like trade cows and trade chickens and whatever, those are worth like, I think 2,500 each. So that's the way to go. You don't want to do the trading of the lesser stuff. Do the trading of your livestock that are specifically raised for that purpose. But again, we need the hides and wool and things like that. Also, I want textile type things like cotton and flax and things like that. Obviously we need the food growing, but we've got 3 different crops now. That's a varied diet. We need to produce different types of goods, though. Which reminds me, I want to do. Well, let's get back to that tidal pool. I want to get one of those for sure, just because it looks interesting. And I want to do a wharf and ships, flax gatherer. We can do that. But let's do the tidal pool. Just trying to think, where can we fit it? That'll be kind of. It's kind of an awkward shape. I forget now where we had found that it would fit. Alright, screw it. I'm just going to place it there. We know we have beeswax, so that I think is like under refined resources. I want to do. We've got the medieval pottery shop. I want to do. Okay, like. We need furniture for building houses. We can do like higher end stuff if we get a joiner. But I wanted to do a chandlery. Is that what it's called? The chandlery to make candles. So let's do that. I don't know how much lumber we've got, but we do have our little thingy working away over there. Where can I squeeze this guy in that makes sense? Doesn't quite fit there. I want to have it. Let's have it close to the. Kind of close to the apiary. So I guess we can just squeeze it in right here. Or better yet, let's squeeze it in right there. And we'll just drag a road across in front of it. Okay, the pottery place, that's like filled because we have a textile limit of 2,500. Really? Wow, we filled up on textiles that much already. Let's bump that up. Also, let's look at storage. Okay, tile pool's ready, and that's just going to produce food for us. So that's good. We always want food. But we're at 2479 food right now. I'm going to raise our food limit up to, I don't know, let's bump it up to like 7,000. That's good. Log, stone. Make candles now. Candles from beeswax, whale blubber, or tallow. So we only have beeswax at the moment. And we'll assign someone to work there. So this is good. Now we're getting a variety of different industry. We'll also go in here for trade, and we're going to say in our inventory, that we're going to say candles. Do we have, okay, we can't specify candles because we haven't produced any yet. What else can we sell? I think that's about all we would want to sell, frankly. We've got 137 tools right now. Let's go ahead and do the iron tools again. See, 100 iron tools is fine. So now this guy is going to go out. He's going to grab 100 iron tools out of our reserve, which drops it back down. But this, we're going to keep this guy pumping. So all right, here, this is available. Standard pasture is ready for us. We have no animals to put in it, otherwise it would show here. So, all right, that's good to note. So the next thing we want from our trade is some type of animal. Now, that means we can also add a trading post specific to farming. That way, like this looks like the traders that have come here, they're bringing like livestock or food stocks of some type. Livestock, I'm not sure yet. We haven't seen that, but it wouldn't be a bad idea to get another one somewhere that brings specifically that, and maybe we could start building a whole new settlement out in this general vicinity. Okay, here comes another boat. He's going to come all the way up through this river, all the way around to here. So we got a little bit of time before he arrives. I know we got plenty of pottery. All right, this place, we're going to set this down to 2 workers and then increase like so. Because we got 2 of those places now. So each one of these should have 2 workers in them. Our supply of logs is not great. I'm going to bump up our maximum number of logs. Basically, as we're growing, I want to increase the amounts in our various stockpiles so that we don't like hit the cap and then they stop producing it when I actually need them to keep working. So, alright, there it is. Time to pause for a second and let's just evaluate what we've got coming in here. What is that? Peak out? Can't read it. I kick back in a recliner, so I'm a bit away from my screen. I'm playing wireless keyboard and mouse in a recliner. Makes it a little more easy for gaming for long stretches. But alright, they look like animals to me because there's 12 count instead of just 1, and they cost 20 each. So we need to get at least 2, but I want to get more than that. So let's see if we get. God, it's cheap. It's only a total of 80. 100. All right, we get 10 of those. And is that like a peacock? Whatever. We're gonna get 10 of them, which means we need like 8 potteries. We'll do it. And let's just trade that. And then we can dismiss this guy. He'll just go away. Alright, cool. Alright, now, they're supposed to show up in here. Did we get them? What are freaking peak outs? Alright, well, let's... I don't see any animals anywhere. Didn't I say trade? Well, yeah, I used up some of my pottery. Very odd. See, they should now show up here, or at least show up in here in the inventory. Where's... Okay, we have peak outs. I don't know what a peak out is. I thought maybe it was something like an animal, or okay. Well, whatever. We bought a few of them. I don't know what they are, what they do, but that's that. No worries. We're on his good side now because we bought his useless peak out. Darn. Okay, so we got this pasture just setting, waiting for us, which is not bad. I mean, I don't have anybody specified to work there, so it's just designated ranching area, which is fine. So I want to get back on track with some more housing, which means I also want to get on track with getting roads around. You know what? I'm not going to do it there. I'm not going to do it there. I'm going to put a road in front of these houses, but we're going to do this. I'm going to put more of those. I like these farmhouses. We'll swap them around like so and like so. And then we can get more over here. I'm not worried too much about adding a little bit because we got food production now. Yeah, we're up to like 3,000 in our stock, so that's good. I mean, it'll go quickly here because it always does. Now, nothing says I have to keep the fields 11 by 11, but I can make them a variety of different sizes. There's a minimum number of squares that it has to be, like grid size, but like I said, I think the optimal was 11 by 11. I'm not positive about that, but if we get even close to that, it'll still, I think, be just fine for us. So I might go like, let's see here, just to have them I wonder, I want to have like an orchard, but if we do it, let's do a dense orchard and build an orchard here. Let's see, we can do it 11 by 13, 12 by 13. Let's just do it. Do like 10 by 13. Then we can like put a road around it. Or even 10 by 9 by 13. I don't know. Alright, we'll just do that. And I'm curious, as an orchard, we can grow apricots. Alright, we have apricot seeds. So that is great. That is freaking great. I mean, we must have started with the seeds because of our starting conditions, and it didn't even dawn on me. So, all right, that's fine, and that's freaking great, actually. So yeah, we are making some serious headways here, guys. All right, I am super happy. We've got food production. We've got like luxury goods for sale. Everything else is coming together. So, guys, this is going really well. I hope you're enjoying it. I'm really enjoying it. So please smash that like button, and we will talk again very, very soon.